boys and girls. I am coming to you from my backyard today. It is so nice out, so I thought I would read to you in my backyard. I've got a pretty big backyard, and I don't know if you can see it back there, but I have a swing set too. So I am super excited to be outside today because it is so nice, and I know many of you have already told me that you're in your pool today, you're enjoying the sprinkler, whatever you can do outside, and you're doing it. You're so excited to be outside, and I love that. Enjoy it. I'm gonna read you this book, Amelia Bedelia Takes the Cake. And I love Amelia Bedelia books, especially when I was a kid, because she is just so funny. Her mind, she takes things very literally, and she does some really funny things because of that. So I want you to pay very close attention to all the ways Amelia Bedelia is really funny. Amelia Bedelia and her classmates were having a bake sale. The bake sale would raise money to help the library at their school buy new books. My mom helped me make an angel food cake, said Angel. Amelia Bedelia thought everything Angel ate was angel food. I made chocolate chip brownies, said Chip. Of course, said Amelia Bedelia. She was excited to share the super chewy brownies she had made. I can hear the neighbor's dog barking. Just then, Wade arrived with brownies. So did Dawn and Holly and Heather. Teddy and Clay brought brownies too. So did the rest of the class. Guys, said Chip, this is a bake sale, not a brownie festival. Miss Edwards, their teacher, arrived with a big glass jar to hold the money for the sale. My goodness, she said. I've seen lots of mix-ups, but this takes the cake. Please do not take our cake, said Amelia Bedelia. It's the only one we've got. So Amelia Bedelia thought she was saying that someone was taking the cake, but there's an expression called takes the cake, right? Don't worry, I'll buy the cake, said Miss Edwards. I have plans for it. Thank you, said Angel. She put the money from Miss Edwards in the big glass jar. Go ahead and get set up, said Miss Edwards. I'll be back. Amelia Bedelia and her classmates stared at stacks of brownies. Maybe we should put out a few at a time, said Dawn. Clay and Teddy gave her idea a try. That looks weird, said Wade. We did a lot of baking, but I do not think we will sell a lot. I know, said Amelia Bedelia. Let's put them all out at once. The brownies were all square. They were all about the same size, but the light, cakey ones were tall. The dark, chewy ones were short. Some had flaky tops, others were smooth and flat. Teddy had put icing on his batch. Holly had dusted her batch with powdered sugar. The baker stood back to admire their work. That looks amazing, said Penny. I've never seen so much chocolate. It's cool, said Skip. They are the same, but also not the same. Cliff squinted his eyes. Too bad we can't make one big brownie, he said. We could set a world record for biggest brownie. Amelia Bedelia squinted her eyes. She could see what Cliff saw. She also saw something else. She began moving brownies here and there and everywhere. Amelia Bedelia stood back to admire her work. Now that is one big brown E, she said. Everyone laughed and cheered. That is amazing, said Angel. Do you guys get it? Brownie, brown E. Oh, Amelia Bedelia. We need new signs, said Clay. Everyone got to work. Biggest brown E in town. Spell with chocolate. Soon, kids from other classes came to the bake sale. Parents and babysitters stopped by. So did teachers and bus drivers. The principal and the school nurse visited too. Everyone wanted a taste of the biggest brownie in town. Wow, said Miss Edwards. I've been to many bake sales, but this really does take the cake. No, you bought the cake, said Amelia Bedelia. I did, said Miss Edwards. I thought the best bakers in town might like a snack when their work was done. Oh, that was very sweet of the teacher. Thanks, Miss Edwards, said Angel. She was trying to smile. I do like angel food cakes, but I really wanted to try a brownie. We sold out before I got a taste. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too, said Miss Edwards. What good is having a cake if you can't eat it, said Amelia Bedelia. Good point, said Miss Edwards. She cut the cake into even slices. Everyone enjoyed the treat. This time, they could have their cake and eat it too. So there's a few expressions in this book. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's an expression on not being able to get everything you want. So if someone says you can't have your cake and eat it too, that means that you can't have every single thing that you choose in the way you want it. Life just doesn't work that way. You might want a new car, right? Maybe Mrs. Jones wants a new car. But I can't have a new car and keep all my money, right? I can't say, oh, I want all that money, but I also want a car. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I can't have the car and also keep the money. I have to use the money to buy the car if I really want the car. But in the end, they literally could have their cake and they could eat it because it was a gift from their teacher. So I want you to think about the funny things that happened in this book and think about what was the problem that these kids were having. They had some type of problem. And how did they solve it? They actually tried a few different things first, and that happens in life a lot too, right? We try a few things and they don't necessarily work. In this book, the more times they tried to figure out how to display the brownies in a way that was creative to get people to buy them, the more they came up with a better plan, a better plan, a better plan. So by the end, creating that big E was the best plan they had. So think about what the problem was and how did they end up solving it in the end. It's a great way to think of problem and solution in a book. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather. It is beautiful outside. I am sitting outside ready to enjoy the wonderful weather and plant some flowers and watch my little baby robins grow. So I hope you enjoy this book. Amelia Bedelia Takes the Cake. And I'm about to go eat some cake. No, I'm just kidding. I'm about to go enjoy the day. I hope you guys are too. Bye.